When the X-Men first appeared in the 1960s, the team was not particularly successful, and Wolverine himself was introduced later, as a minor character, in another comic. Yet, over time, he rose to become the face of the franchise, admired by readers and audiences around the world. His popularity is the result of his striking personality, compelling backstory, and the way he represented something new in superhero storytelling. One of Wolverine's strongest appeals is his personality. Unlike many traditional superheroes, who are often portrayed as noble, calm, and idealistic, Wolverine was gruff, rebellious, and unwilling to follow orders blindly. He was a hero who smoked, drank, argued, and often clashed with authority figures. This made him stand out in a world of polished, almost perfect heroes. Readers found his flaws relatable, and his unpredictable temper gave him an edge that other characters lacked. His design and powers also played a huge role. With his unbreakable claws, animal-like senses, and rapid healing, Wolverine was unlike any other character in the X-Men roster. He wasn't a brightly costumed, larger-than-life figure. Instead, he was a gritty, grounded fighter who relied on raw instinct and toughness. This gave him a sense of realism and physicality that appealed to readers, making him not just powerful, but also believable as a survivor. Another reason for Wolverine's rise was his mysterious backstory. For years, his origins were kept deliberately vague, with only small hints revealed at a time. Fans were intrigued by the idea of a man who had lived for decades, possibly centuries, carrying a burden of pain, memory loss, and past mistakes. This sense of mystery fueled constant interest, as readers wanted to know more about who Wolverine truly was. Few characters in comics were able to sustain that kind of long-running intrigue. The storytelling of the late 1970s and 1980s pushed Wolverine even further into the spotlight. Writers used him to introduce darker, more mature themes into the X-Men comics, exploring issues of violence, identity, and morality. Wolverine often represented the tension between humanity and savagery, showing readers the struggle of a man trying to control the beast within. This made him not just exciting in battle, but also deeply layered as a character. His rise was also supported by the growing cultural taste for anti-heroes. As comic book audiences matured, they wanted heroes who weren't perfect but instead wrestled with personal demons. Wolverine fit this mold perfectly. He could be brutal and violent, yet he also carried a strong moral code and a deep loyalty to those he cared about. This balance made him fascinating. He wasn't simply good or bad, but something more complex. When X-Men expanded into cartoons, films, and other media, Wolverine naturally became the centerpiece. His voice and personality in the 1990s animated series brought him to life for a generation of fans, cementing his role as the breakout star. Later, Hugh Jackman's long-running portrayal in the live-action films propelled him to global recognition, making Wolverine not just a comic book favorite, but a mainstream cultural icon. To know more about Marvel characters, check out this video.